How a border shutdown with Mexico might affect travel. A border shutdown, in theory, would affect nearly 50 border crossings along the US-Mexico border that would be closed for entry and exit. The last time a Cornell Law School professor of immigration law practice Stephen Yale Loher said that the effect of a larger border shutdown would depend on the exact language of the executive order. If it is limited to, with ports of entry being the main focus, chances are those traveling by air between the two countries would be unaffected. For U.S. citizens, in the event that a border shutdown does go into effect, it's important to know what might be offered by the credit card used to book your trip. This benefit when a trip must be cancelled or altered due to a covered situation. Note TPG, your best bet if plans to travel to Mexico are in your future especially if you'll be crossing the border at a port of entry is to make sure and book refundable accommodations, and or get to cover any disruptions. Independent Talkline. For the latest travel news, deals, and points and miles tips please see
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.